I thought I was going to be playing basketball for my entire life till I wasn't physically able to. Always trying to achieve higher and higher levels of competition. And I basically looked at myself and thought, what is the point if I transfer to another school and I run into the same exact problem, but I'm stuck? So I decided what was best was try to move on and try to find something else to go on in life. Then I came at a standstill in March of 2024. It just did not work out with my coach and I at the University of Texas at Dallas, and decided to move on and think that was the best option. And so I think my mental obsession of getting better at something, I was able to transform that into triathlon. Basketball was the cornerstone of my youth age and life in my teenage years to early 20s. It was monumental to me. I had put so much time and effort in that sport, trying to change my mindset, always trying to play against people that were better than me, always asking questions how to get better, countless YouTube videos. I'm very lucky to have this mentality that I obsess over something and I want to try to become the best version of myself.
Obsession beats talent any day of the week, and Marcello has this innate ability to become obsessed with whatever it is that he's doing.
Basketball was my first experience with that. I just immensely went as hard as I could, trained as much as I could, and I did the most I could do to become a good player. And it was very difficult the way it ended. I was very, very somber for a few days, but I decided to continue practicing, continue trying to find a new opportunity. And when that opportunity didn't work out, I decided to move on to something else that I could put the same time and effort that I had with basketball into this new opportunity that would lead me into hopefully a newer life, meeting newer people, and just being part of a newer culture. To anyone who's leaving a sport that they've played so long for their entire life, at the beginning, it's very, very difficult. It's very difficult. You start questioning yourself, you start asking yourself, what are all the countless hours I've put in? What is all the time I've wasted? You become very critical. You become very, very critical of yourself. And that's the worst thing you can do, because you put the time and effort in, you concentrated, you tried your best, and you just finally arrived at a point where maybe you didn't achieve what you wanted to, but if you look back and you see all the time you spent and all the time that you think you wasted, you became a version of yourself that maybe would have never happened if you had never taken that leap or that step into this journey.
Let's go!
To anyone who's just left a sport they loved or just took a path to a different direction, that's life telling you you've done amazing. Like, your next journey to something else is arriving, and maybe you won't know what it is, maybe you know what it is, but if you can put the same time and effort and patience that you've put in a prior sport, occupation, or whatever it is into this new interest, you can definitely achieve amazing things.
From an older brother perspective, just incredibly proud to see him grow, incredibly proud to see him push himself.
It's Throughout the new chapter in my life, my family tended to support me very much. Obviously, at the beginning, it was a bit strange and just bizarre for them to see me so intrigued into another sport due to the fact that I'd been playing basketball for so long. But after a bit of time, they completely were supportive, and they were always there to help me and aid me in any way they could, which was very, very nice and a very big relief to hear.
Yeah. I mean, I think Marcello, as anyone, was nervous, the leading up to it and the day of. He was clearly, training extremely hard.
The hardest part of the transition from basketball to triathlon was mainly the leaving my friends and the group of people that I met through the sport away. It tends to happen normally when you're associated with a sport that the people that you talk to or people that you play the sport with, once you finish playing the sport, you just never talk to them again. And that's sadly what happened with basketball. I lost a lot of relationship with friends that I do not talk to anymore because it's as if the time has ended in that journey and I was moving on to another journey. Which then, as one does, you meet more people. You meet other people who are more interested in endurance training or triathlon training.
We're there at the finish line, ready for him to run through it. Got some great video content. It was just surreal to see him feel like he'd sort of achieved this incredible landmark moment, which it was.